As it currently stands right now, I like to introduce workouts and exercise into my daily routine because not only do I see results physically, but I also see it mentally for my health. Everyone works out for different reasons, whether it's for weight gain or weight loss. I work out because it helps me relieve stress and find peace in the moment and maintain peace afterwards. I say working out relieves stress because as a child, I grew up as a nerve wreck. I always thought of the worst outcomes ever and only happening ever to me. And that just put a burden on me. And on top of that, I also had personal matters that were affecting me that were out of my control. So, stress that were out of my control and something that I was causing myself played a big burden in me. But that all changed when a family member introduced me into working out. And it's such a revolutionary thought that how something can go away so quickly by working out that anyone can do it, and I like to share it for everybody. But that moment of clarity happened mere it was a mere coincidence. It was a one-time discussion that happened, and I'm thankful that it happened to me. But that mere coincidence happens at a New Year's Eve party. It happened. It was a big gathering of family. We have a branch of family of Hispanics, so we all came together. But there's one I want to talk about. His name is Wilson, and how working out helped build the quality of the man that he is today. But Wilson lived a stress-free zone, at least I believe, first personally. Nothing bothered him. Nothing. He was when faced with opposition, he showed no panic nor fear. When it came to dilemmas or conflict, he never overthinked and he acted accordingly. And the confidence on this man, he could be wrong, but he said it with such confidence you would think he's right, and you'd even doubt yourself too. So there's patterns I noticed that he was different, more mature than the rest of my family, more acting his age, you could say. But I knew Wilson worked out. He had the muscles to show for it. But I believe there was something more behind the scenes that I'm not seeing, like physical therapy or something. But as I come to find out, later that it was actually working out. He told me that working out allowed him to focus on himself and be with his inner thoughts and allowed him to better himself. But yeah. So in that family reunion, before anyone came over and all that, it was I was talking with him early, and for some reason the discussion of working out came up. I think he brought it up, but the discussion of working out, and he hinted it. He wanted to work out, and he hinted at me as well to work out with him. So with anything he does, I do. So I reluctantly said yes, I will. Going into the gym, I was overthinking already before. I'm gonna look stupid trying to lift a bench, lift a bar plate. I was doubting myself. I was doubting if I can even attempt. Should I even attempt it? And I had personal matters, and it was just adding to the fuel of me overthinking. And I was just a shell. I wasn't living the moment at all. That wasn't until I started pumping iron. I was getting a good pump, and I was seeing how the culture of the gym was, and it made me act. It made me be more active with myself, but not only myself, but also live in the moment. And that experience, I that moment of it that I experienced, it was the only time I experienced stress free zone at all, and I found joy and peace in what I was doing at that time. And the best part is, I maintained my peace and joy afterwards. I didn't stress about anything after the gym, and it was an addiction. I wanted more. I wanted to maintain it, and it was kind of testing me if I could do it if I faced a challenge up ahead. And I did face a challenge during my sophomore years where I received bad, devastating news that Wilson couldn't be part of my life anymore. It was part of some of the darkest time in my life, and I couldn't catch a hold of myself. So the thought of having no mentor or no one to show me affection physically from my father figure, my mentor, and all that, it really played a toll in my mental health. I was stressing. I was causing myself stress. How could this happen to me? Why so early? I was suffocating in my own thoughts. I couldn't breathe. That also affected my grades. I saw a toll in my grades because I'd rather complain than do something simple tasks as doing a homework. My communications with everybody was terrible. I just want to get out of there. I'd just say my piece and leave quick. I was bedridden. I didn't want to leave the bed. I'd rather eat ice cream and just stay in bed and just bury my sorrows out. And I was quite lost, to be honest. But I had a quote that I remember him telling when I first went with the gym with him. It was, a strong man always goes to the gym whether he doesn't want to. It's heritage that maintains its posture or uphold its posture. So it basically explains that this quote can be used for anything but the gym. If a strong mentality is you're going to do it whether you don't want to, as long as your health is not affected, you should still do it. And I messed up. Yeah, going back to my quote, it could be used in any sentence. It doesn't have to be gym, but saying that someone with a strong personality, whether it be work or something, you go as long as it's not affecting your health. You go because it's not. That's to maintain heritage. It's heritage that you go every day. Maintain it. Maintain your strong mentality. So that kind of played a role in that I should return to the gym. Maybe if I go to the gym, even though if I don't want to, it will help me motivate me and lose my stress again. So after weeks of going to the gym, I realized that it was worth it. I realized I was not thinking about what had happened to Wilson, and I wasn't being sorry for myself. And I had a real good perspective what happened. Like, whoa, it was like a clarity moment. There's times where things will get bad. It's up to myself to bring myself up and not bring myself down. So working out not only helped me fight my demons, but it played a role in overcoming a great challenge in my life, and that was tearing me apart both physically and emotionally. But in conclusion, working out helped me escape from reality and find peace within and maintain it afterwards. My undivided attention towards working out has helped me think clearly and not think unwanted outcomes, and gave me a new perspective of life. That how can I let some a new perspective of how can I overcome big challenges in my life. And some last thoughts I want to give that I want to give is that me benching 200 plates or something like that is equivalent to someone benching their own weight. It's Working out is beneficial both physically, but most importantly, it's for your health. And I think that's more important to leave with that in mind is that no matter how big I work out or how someone else works out, we're doing it for different reasons, but ultimately it's helping us emotionally and mentally.